Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Let's get started. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SensTalk_. Now, before the game, Craig Anderson was the expected starter. He would set a franchise record for most starts with the organization. He is currently tied with Patrick Lalime with 271 starts, so he will break the record for 272 starts. Craig Anderson's .939 save percentage versus New Jersey is the second highest save percentage against any opponent. Career versus New Jersey, he's 8-3-1, has a 2.18 goals against average, .939 save percentage with 2 shutouts. Mark Stone and Mike Hoffman would not play tonight with injuries, and Tommy Wingels was a game-time decision. He did end up playing. Hoffman and Mark Stone were out for the game. Without the player safety video said Mark Stone didn't have an injury, and he does have a neck injury. So the NHL screwed up again, clearly. They put out fake news, alternative facts, and that's ridiculous. You can't put information like that out unless you get it. The Senators never told them that there was no injury. There was no concussion, thankfully. Mark Stone doesn't have a concussion, but he does have a neck injury. And the fact he didn't play tonight, and the fact that him having no injury affected Jacob Trouba's 2-game suspension from 3, 4, or 5 games, absolutely ridiculous. First off, the amount of, if he's injured or not, should not affect the amount of days, amount of games a player is suspended. 2, how do you know? Clearly, he is injured, so that right away there, the suspension should be longer. Complete BS. Complete stupidity, and it needs to be fixed. This is going to be a big story because with all the lawsuits and all the cases against NHL right now, with the safety-wise, like a lot of concussions and the physical aspect of the game, the NHL can be screwing up things like this, and this is big. Jets fans are pissed off. Sens fans are pissed off. Absolutely ridiculous. The NHL really screwed up here. Mike Hoffman did skate today for the morning's practice. He was skating very slowly, getting a feel for the ice. He did not practice in any drills. Bobby Ryan broke his finger. It will not require surgery. He's going to be out for a month. That was the timetable, and he was put on the injured reserve. Stone is out. There's no timetable for his return, but he does have a neck injury. Pierre Dorion today, during the first intermission, did say he hopes Stone will be back by the end of this trip, maybe Sunday against the Tampa Bay Lightning. That is why he made the trip, him and Hoffman, who does have a groin injury. He's hoping Hoffman will be back for Tampa Bay's game Sunday, and we're hoping Stone will be back maybe before the trade deadline. To get back on the ice and start practicing again. In fact, the game that they're saying Mike Hoffman, they hope for him to come back. That'll be the Florida Panthers game on Saturday. It's the last game I'll be doing in the studio or set. So it's pretty cool. That might have been my last Mike Hoffman game. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, Hoffman with a groin injury, he will be out probably for a week and a half. So it's much better than it could have been. Not exactly a disaster. This is what I think. I tweeted this out maybe 9-10 minutes before the game started. I wrote, Smith is a less effective version of Mark Stone. You gotta agree with that. He plays the penalty kill. He plays the power play. He steals the puck. He plays well defensively. He hits. He scores. He's Mark Stone Jr., I'll call him. And with Zach Smith producing, which I think he will start to produce much more, considering we need him to. I think Derek Brassard will start getting hot as well. I think him and Smith, maybe they can put Zingle there. Maybe they could put Kelly there. I don't know. Put somebody there. Maybe Wingels, Lazar. Lazar looked good tonight. They can start something going. I think Brassard will get hot, like I just said, and I think Lazar will play for a trade, so he could get more minutes, so he's going to play hard like he did tonight. He played a very good game. Carlson will go back to the old days and play like Brent Burns of this season, and we will rely on our goalies more than ever. We need to trust the system. Senators' Craig Anderson has allowed just 6 goals in the last 4 games versus the New Jersey Devils, which included 2 shutouts. 4 games left in February. One, versus a team in a playoff spot, which is the Florida Panthers, who have been surging as of late, on Sunday. March has 15 games with 7 teams in playoff positioning. Chicago won, Minnesota won, Pittsburgh won. We play Montreal 3 times. We'll get to that later. Boston twice. Huge games there. 5 games against divisional opponents, which will be very important. Senators' Erik Karlsson has moved into a tie for second place with Kyle Turris in playing a 307th consecutive game for the Senators tonight versus the Devils. After the first period, Senators went strong with McCormick and Bailey, who they called up. Frederick Claesson was also re-signed for 1 year, $650,000, by the way. McCormick and Bailey looked very good. After the first period, the Sens and Devils were scoreless at 1. Shots 10 apiece, attempts 20 and 1, 19 in Ottawa. Karlsson had 9:05 on the ice. Borieski had 4 hits. Neal had 2. So let's get to the second period. It took 1 minute for Turris to get on the board, his 20th of the year. Assisted by Ryan Zingle and Jean-Gabriel Pageau. A beautiful pass from Zingle. No chance for Schneider. 1-0 Ottawa. The third time Turris reaches the 20-goal plateau. His career high is 26 goals. After the second period, the Senators led the game 1-0. Devils holding the territorial advantage. Shots were 20-19. Attempts were 44-32 in favor of the Devils. Karlsson had 15 minutes and 55 seconds on the ice. Ottawa only won 33.3% of the draws. 5 minutes and an absolutely snipe from Erik Karlsson on the power play, assisted by Dion Phaneuf and Derek Brassard, who I told you would get hot. Ottawa leads at 2-0. Karlsson's 10th of the year. Oh, captain, my captain. 2 minutes later, though, after Erik Karlsson extends his point streak to 6 games, which include 2 goals and 6 assists, Dion Phaneuf has points in 6 out of 7 games going into this game. Moments later, Travis Zajac tips it in. No chance for Craig Anderson. They put the lead to 1 on the power play, assisted by the former 67 Blandisi. The game is a 2-1 lead for the Senators. They do hold on. The Senators get a huge, and I mean a huge victory in New Jersey without Mark Stone, without Mike Hoffman, without Bobby Ryan, and without Clark MacArthur. I know we haven't had Clark MacArthur all year, but that's important. The fact that they beat them, there was 10 minutes of time where the Senators were in the first place in the division. Montreal was playing the Rangers, who they did beat in the shootout eventually to take the division lead again. But at that time, Ottawa was tied with Montreal for points, for 70 points each. So I'll show you right here. I can just make it a little less bright for you. Right there, that's Ottawa in first place. So you saw it there, folks. Ottawa in first place. They're 2 points behind now, but we'll get back to that later. Montreal did win in the shootout, so they are back on first place. Ian Mendes tweeted out, "This tweet might only live for 5 minutes, but the Ottawa Senators are in first place in the Atlantic Division." Holy crap, says at column Fraser 18. The division-leading Ottawa Senators. That lasted 10 minutes, but the Senators will take the lead again, I can assure you that. Strong game today. The Devils outshot the Senators 10-4 in the third period. Ottawa hangs on for the 2-1 victory, temporarily tying the Habs for first in the division. The Habs did take that over again, though, as they sent it to overtime and win in the shootout. Senators sweep the Devils for the second time in club history, scoring the New Jersey Devils 8-2 on the season. The final shots on goal, 10 apiece after the first period. 10-9 Devils after the second period, and 10-4 Devils after the third period. They really put it on. Craig Anderson, spectacular. 30-23 total for the Devils. The team stats: Ottawa 39 face-off win, 16 face-off win, 39%. New Jersey 25 for 61%. Power play Senators went 1 for 2. The Devils capitalized on their only chance, 1 for 1. Hits for 28-25 Senators, and shots 30-23 Devils. 3 stars of the game. The third star, Craig Anderson, had only allowed 1 goal, 29 shots for 30 shots, 29 saves, 967 save percentage. Third star. Second star from the Devils, Travis Zajac, the lone goal, 1 assist, -1 rating, 22 minutes on the ice. The captain, Erik Karlsson, is the first star with a goal, the game-winning goal, a +1 rating, and 26 minutes on the ice. Sens-Ottawa YouTube star of the night, no doubt, Craig Anderson kept the Sens in it, got the huge 2 points. Senators are 4 points ahead of the Florida Panthers for second in the division. A little comfy there. Craig Anderson is the first star, made some huge saves. The Senators' record is now 32-20-6. They're 6-4-0 in their last 10, and they've won 1 in a row. They beat the Devils today 2-1, and their next game is Friday, February 24th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time versus the lowly Carolina Hurricanes. Another winnable game for the system. Now here are the standings for the Ottawa Senators. As it follows, Toronto is still in action, but Montreal did win, so they retake the lead. They have played 60 games played. We have 3 games. We're playing them 3 times in March, so that's going to be big. We have 2 games in hand as well. Their record's 32-20-8 for 72 points. Ottawa, 58 games played, 32-20-6, 2 points behind, 70 points. Florida, who we have no games in hand on, but they're 28-20-10, 66 points, 4 points ahead. We're playing them Saturday, big game. Boston, 59 games played, game in hand on them still, 30-23-6, 66 points. Toronto, 58 games played, 27-20-11, 65 points. They're currently playing the Winnipeg Jets, and as the last time I checked, tied at 4. Buffalo, 60 games played, 26-24-10, 62 points. Tampa Bay, who are playing Sunday, 58 games played, 26-24-8, 60 points. Detroit, still hanging in there, I guess. 59 games played, 24-25-10 for 58 points. Now, I know this is a long video, so thank you all for watching. A lot of information to talk about, lots of injuries, a lot of contract extensions, a lot of call-ups. So thank you all for watching. If you want to get our updates about all these call-ups, contract extensions, breaking news, please follow us on Twitter at @Sens_. We live tweet updates of the games. Like I just said, breaking news. Please like us on Facebook at Sens-Talk. Add a search circles on Google Plus at Sens-Talk. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Please check out our website, senstalkcentral.com. I'd really appreciate it. We update it every single day. So thank you all for watching. Please click right here for the Sens Talk YouTube video and right here to subscribe to us. Thank you all for watching. The Senators get a huge 2 points and defeat the Devils 2-1. I'll see you next video. Go Sens, go.